Good morning, everyone. I'm headed into the office right now, but I wanted to go through basically a scenario that happened last night. A friend of a family member is actually looking to purchase a property that's slightly out of my area. I'm familiar with the area enough, but it's slightly out of my scope, so I wasn't really planning on showing them property and selling them a house. At the same time, because of a couple different circumstances, the listing agent was basically negotiating with them directly, meaning that they're going to double end the transaction, which is not a problem. It's perfectly legal in the state of California to double end a transaction. In other words, representing both the buyer and the seller at the same time. The only thing I had a few questions with was the fact that these are first-time home buyers, and the listing agent simply dropped off a filled-out purchase agreement and said, "Please sign this. Call me if you have any questions, and I'll pick it up in the morning." The way that we do it at our office, and the way that I've always been trained to do it, especially the very first time you're writing an offer with a client, is to sit down with them and go through the entire contract and truly what it means. My broker has been in the business for over 30 years now. Just ingrained that in our heads, that the contract is the contract is the contract. And the biggest disputes we have in real estate is because a contract was maybe technically signed, but not properly described to a buyer or a seller, or the risks were not properly explained. And so that's really the biggest thing I took issue with. I actually did end up reviewing the purchase agreement by another agent, and it was a decent contract. A few things I probably would have done a little differently, but I had no complaints with that. My biggest complaint was just the nature of the way that she just wanted to have them kind of sign it, and if they had any questions, well, they wouldn't even know what questions to ask, being first-time home buyers for the most part. So it's not really fair to say, let me know if you have any questions. Anyway, that's it for now. Just gonna start my day and actually to start my week. It is Monday. Kind of get rolling here, but I figured I'd kind of touch briefly on the nature of agency.